I gave myself 1 day, $0, and only free AI tools to clone a website that makes $10,000 a month. This is how everything went. So this website, this embarrassingly simple website, is making someone over $10,000 every single month. And when I tell you what it actually does, you're going to feel the exact same thing that I felt when I first found out. This website is an invoice generator. You upload your logo, you type in your business name, you add your client details, and you list out all your items, and then it generates a clean PDF invoice for you that you can download. And that's it. That is the entire product, but it's printing money. So here's how the site makes money. They run banner ads and pop-up ads. And yes, the really annoying kind that make you want to close the tab immediately. And on top of that, it sells a developer API through subscriptions. You see, free users get 100 API calls to play with, but if you need more than that, you are going to have to open your wallet and pay for the subscription. And the users who are using the interface for free to generate invoices cannot complain because, you're getting a free product, right? So I stared at this thing for a good 5 minutes and I made a decision right there and then. I'm building this website today using only free AI tools, no paid subscription, no shortcuts, no excuses, just ChatGPT, Claude, and whatever amount of patience God decides to give me on this particular day. So let's find out if this is actually going to work. So first things first, we need to write proper specifications. This is honestly the step that separates people who get clean working code from AI and people who end up with something that looks like it was generated by a computer having a bad dream. You need to tell the AI exactly what you want, not vaguely, not loosely, but precisely and in detail. So I map out everything carefully. Logo upload with an instant preview so you can see it the moment you select the file. Business name, invoice number, client name, line items with automatic total calculations, shipping costs, discounts, and all of the other things. The full layout of the UI, everything goes into the spec. And then I do something that most people do not think to do. I take a screenshot of the actual website we are cloning and I attach it directly to the prompt. Because why spend 3 long paragraphs trying to describe something that you can actually show directly? But here's the thing I have learned after doing this for a while. As humans, we write the way we understand. And for the AI, even with a detailed prompt, it might still not understand you. And I have wasted enough hours of going back and forth, rephrasing the same request 15 different ways to know that I need a smarter system. So I use a tool that I actually built myself called Wiser Prompts. What it does is take your rough prompts and optimize it. It sharpens the language, fills in the gap, and makes sure the AI understands exactly what you're trying to achieve the first time you send it. It takes just one click and the prompt transforms into something much more detailed and precise, which I can just ask it to paste into ChatGPT and I watch it generate the code. And while ChatGPT is busy thinking, I'm already in my terminal scaffolding a brand new Next.js project on my end. Because we do not sit around here just waiting for things to happen. We process in parallel, you get? So the code lands, I paste it into the project and I run the app. And just look at the disappointment on my face. The UI is terrible. Genuinely terrible. Painfully terrible to look at. The borders around the input fields are so faint. They are precisely invisible against the background. Everything just melts together like the CSS gave up halfway through and went home. I take a deep breath. I set up Tailwind CSS and I fix the borders and things start looking slightly less like a cry for help from a developer in distress. Then I go ahead and test the logo upload. But that doesn't work either. I actually had to pause everything, stand up, walk away from the screen for a moment and come back to sit back again because in my head I'm thinking we have not even gotten to the complicated part yet and absolutely nothing is working the way it should. So I go back to ChatGPT and I prompt it again. And then I realize something that makes everything even worse. The shipping and discount fields are not even real input fields. They are just static text seated on the screen, looking decorative and doing absolutely nothing useful. Oh my God. So I fix those and I keep fighting with the logo upload. And I go back and forth with ChatGPT a few more times until I have genuinely had enough of this conversation. So we're switching to Claude. So Claude. Claude, my brother. Claude starts thinking, and it is visibly, dramatically thinking. It is reasoning through the entire problem out loud before it even begins to respond. And I'm sitting here looking at the screen and thinking, bro, what exactly do you think my brain is inside my skull for? I'm meant to think for you, not you think for me, you get it? Then Claude comes back with a completely different UI from the one I specifically asked for. Like, bro, calm down, don't be smart. I did not ask for a creative interpretation of my vision. I asked for my exact design, built exactly as I described it in the code. Instead of just giving me the code like I asked for, it decides to show me a visual mock-up of the interface as if we're sitting together in some kind of formal design review meeting that I did not schedule. So I genuinely had to laugh at that point because if you were me, what else would you do? Well, after a few more prompts and some firmly worded instructions on my part, Claude finally delivers what I actually needed. The code comes through properly, and if I'm being honest, the design that came along with it was not bad at all. So now I test the full application, but the calculations are broken. The logo upload is still not working, and I ask Claude to fix everything, and I try again, but the same error comes back. So now I'm deep inside the browser console, hunting through error messages and running on pure frustration and stubbornness because I'm not going to let a free website defeat me like this. So I had to switch back to ChatGPT, hoping that a fresh perspective will shake something loose. And ChatGPT was looking at me like, so you later came back. And that is when I finally see it. A cause error, not a code error, not an AI hallucination, not some deep mysterious bug buried somewhere in the logic. Just a plain simple cause error. And the reason why this was happening is the painful part, because I was testing the application using the remote URL of the project instead of the local URL on my machine. And that's it. That was the entire problem. One wrong URL was the villain of this whole story. So I changed it to the local URL, I hit refresh, and everything just started working perfectly. The logo upload went through without a single problem. The calculations were completely flawless. The PDF download was clean, professional, and exactly the way it was supposed to look from the beginning. So I sat back in my chair and genuinely did not know whether to laugh at the situation or be embarrassed by it. So here is what we walk away with at the end of all this. A fully working invoice generator with a clean UI, instant logo preview, automatic total calculations, shipping and discount fields that actually function, and one-click PDF export that produces a professional result. And we built this in just a couple of hours using only free tools. But here is the thing that I really want you to take away from this video. The AI did so much of the heavy lifting in this build, but the AI also failed, and it failed more than once. What actually carried this project across the finish line was knowing how to write a proper prompt, knowing when it was time to switch tools, and knowing how to go into the browser console and debug everything that was falling apart around me. If you are already a developer, then you already have a massive head start in this AI era and you should start taking advantage of it. And if you're not a developer, you should seriously start learning because even vibe coding needs a bit of that experience. The full code from this build is linked down in the description, and if you want me to go ahead and build out the API subscription layer on top of this, then drop the word API in the comments below and I'll make that next video. The Wiser Prompts waitlist is also in the description, so make sure you don't sleep on that one. I'll see you on the next video.